Hello, everybody. So glad you're with us here on the very last day of 2020. And I don't know about you, but I think most of us are saying, I am glad this year is over.
Absolutely.
And Brother Kim, a brand new year is ahead of us.
It's here, Pastor, whether we want it to be or not. And I think most of us want it to be. And so we're ready for a new year. And today, that final day, there's many resolutions being made. Most people are making some kind of a resolution. I've got one. I need to eat healthier coming up in this new year. And then all of a sudden the Lord said, okay, what about the spiritual man? I need to eat better spiritually also. So I'm going to make a fresh commitment to the Word and to prayer. And I know a lot of folks are probably going to be doing that. I encourage you to take the challenge. Let's run toward God in 2021.
You know, a lot of people start out well, just like, let's just say eating healthy, let's just say spiritually being healthy. You know what? One thing that happens this time of year, the gym memberships go out of the moon.
That's correct.
Because everybody runs in, but they know probably within a month, maybe everybody's backed off. How can I really have a good intent to do it? I really want to eat healthy. I really want to do spiritually healthy. I really want my body to be. How can I do it? What do I need to help me out so that I can go the long term?
Well, first off, we do need the Lord's help, but we also have to have intentionality. It has to be there. We have to make those decisions, and we have got to keep focused. Because the enemy wants to remove the focus. He wants to get us sidetracked on so many different arenas in our life and areas of our life. And we've just got to try to make up our mind. And there's a part of it. We can blame people. We can blame situations. We can blame events. But the bottom line is we really do need to be intentional on our own and say, I'm not going to let the enemy steal my Bible study time. I'm not going to let the enemy keep me from the house of the Lord. I want to come here, Pastor Zack, preach the word. I want to be fed by that word. These are intentional things that we've got to make up our minds to do. And again, the Lord will help us, but we've got to have that in our hearts ourselves.
You know, I think there's another area that would help us along the journey to go long term, is that I'm doing it not alone, but I've got a partner, or I've got, some people call it an accountability partner.
Exactly.
But I've got somebody that's helping me, standing with me, walking this journey with me.
Absolutely. Pastor, I got a phone call just a few weeks ago while I was driving through Memphis. And it was an individual that was broken. He was crying. His heart was hurting. And by the time we got done, 6 or 7 minutes later, with a powerful prayer, he was uplifted. And only because he made a connection to an individual. We all are going to need that. We need the fellowship. We need each other. We need an accountability partner.
Right.
And so, you know what? It's interesting. I told the Lord after I hung up with the individual, I said, Lord, please send him some help. Here's what I heard. I just did.
Wow. Wow.
So let's be available to those around us, not just us looking for help, but let's do our part to help others.
You know, one of the things that I believe, you brought this up in a previous program, the enemy wants to isolate us.
Absolutely.
And the enemy wants to separate us. That's the first thing that usually starts happening when somebody starts getting cold in their spirit. What do they start doing? They back away from those that are, I'm going to say, are warm, or those that have it. You know what I'm saying? But Proverbs says this, how can two walk together except they be agreed in a sense?
Exactly.
Because if one's cold, he's got somebody to keep him warm.
Absolutely.
If one falls into a pit, he's got somebody to give him out. One of the most difficult things for us to walk out this journey is we were never designed to walk it alone.
That's exactly right. You know, Pastor, I'm even going to run to the marriage thing. That's why we have a helpmate.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that my Jenny's different than me, and we're different from each other, but it's interesting. We have helped each other in our weaknesses and become stronger because of it.
Yeah. You you go back to the very beginning when God gave man, creating, put him in the garden, gave him this incredible vision, and Adam had dominion over the earth, and he's naming all the animals and all the plants. He's he's going at it. But then God speaks, it's not good that man be alone.
That's right.
You cannot fulfill my purpose by yourself.
Well, and Hebrews talks about not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
Exactly.
And there's something very important about fellowship together.
That's right. And you know what? We've seen the enemy try to separate. He's tried to muzzle us in a sense where we couldn't speak. But this season, as we go forward, let's be determined. We're going to go into this brand new year of 2021. We're going to walk. I'm going to decree that this is a year of abundant overflow.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
going to
Yes.
decree that this is going to be one of the greatest years that we have ever seen. And we're going to be in it together. I believe
Sounds
that.
good.
And I want to help you. And I want you to help me as we walk into a brand new year.